Is your dog a genius? Let's find out. Hey there, fellow dog lovers. Ever look at your furry best friend and just know they're plotting something brilliant? Or maybe they just did something that made you think, wow, that was actually pretty smart. Believe it or not, dogs have been amazing us with their intelligence for centuries. From herding sheep to alerting us to danger, their cognitive skills go far beyond the basics. We all think our dogs are the best, right? And honestly, they probably are. But are they geniuses? That's the million-dollar question, and today we're putting your pup to the test. With love, of course. It's a fun question to ponder. What does canine intelligence even look like? It's not like they're doing calculus or writing symphonies. But just wait until you see the surprising ways dogs reveal their inner genius, through behavior, memory, empathy, and more. Dog intelligence is a fascinating mix of problem-solving, understanding us, learning, and adapting. It's about how they navigate their world and interact with ours. They're not just guessing, they're deducing, like little detectives. Scientists have actually studied this. They look at things like how quickly dogs learn commands, how they solve puzzles, and how they interact socially. Research has shown that some dogs can learn up to 1,000 words. That's more vocabulary than the average toddler. But you don't need a lab coat to spot signs of a smart pup. You just need to pay attention to their everyday antics. Even their goofiest moments can hold clues to remarkable brain power. So, let's dive into some of the things your dog might do that could be a little hint that you're living with a four-legged Einstein. Grab a pen and keep score. Your dog might surprise you more than you think. Quick learners. One of the most obvious signs of a smart dog is how fast they pick things up. You show them a new trick or command, and boom, they've got it after just a few tries. It's like they were born to understand human language and body gestures. Incredible, right? It's not just about sitting or staying. It's about learning complex sequences or understanding new words surprisingly fast. Some dogs can even learn commands from hand signals alone. That's advanced communication. Think about it. You say paw and they lift their paw. You say other paw and they switch. That's not just training. That's processing language and applying it. Dogs that master multiple commands with minimal repetition are showing real cognitive strength. Some dogs seem to anticipate what you want before you even fully ask. They're reading your body language, your tone, and the context. They're not just guessing, they're deducing, like little detectives. This quick learning ability often makes training a breeze. They seem to enjoy the challenge and the interaction. Training becomes a form of mental enrichment, and they love the stimulation. It's like they're sponges, soaking up every bit of information you give them. And sometimes, information you didn't even realize you were giving. They learn from us the same way toddlers do, by observing and copying behavior. Problem solvers. Does your dog ever figure out how to get something they want, even if it's a little tricky? Like opening a gate, getting a toy stuck under the sofa, or figuring out a puzzle toy instantly? It shows they can assess a situation, identify a goal, and try different approaches until they succeed. That's not just persistence, it's brain power at work. That's problem solving in action. They're not just relying on instinct, they're thinking through a situation. These are the dogs who understand cause and effect, and they use it to their advantage. Maybe they push a chair to reach something on a counter, or they figure out which specific toy makes a certain squeak they love. That's higher order thinking. Not every dog does that, but geniuses do. Some dogs are masters at navigating obstacles. They find the most efficient route or figure out how to manipulate objects in their environment. In agility courses, the smartest dogs can even self-correct when they make mistakes, just like humans learning from trial and error. Puzzle toys are a great test of this. Some dogs will bat at them randomly, while others seem to strategize how to get the treats out. Smart dogs solve the puzzle faster each time. That's memory, learning, and logic in action. It shows they can assess a situation, identify a goal, and try different approaches until they succeed. Pretty clever, right? And let's be honest, it's fun watching them figure things out with that determined little face. Understanding routines. Dogs thrive on routine, but smart dogs don't just follow it. They seem to understand it. They know when it's walk time, meal time, or bedtime. Their sense of time and sequence is almost uncanny. How do they always know when dinner's late by 5 minutes? They might start nudging you towards the door at the exact minute their evening walk usually begins. Or they'll sit by their food bowl precisely when dinner is due. That's not luck. It's pattern recognition and memory. It's more than just a conditioned response. They seem to have an internal clock and an awareness of the sequence of daily events. They notice everything and remember it better than you think. It's more than just a conditioned response. They seem to have an internal clock and an awareness of the sequence of daily events. They notice everything and remember it better than you think. They might even anticipate the next step in a routine. You grab the leash, and they're already waiting by the door, tail wagging. They're not reacting, they're predicting. This understanding of routine shows a good memory and an ability to predict future events based on past experiences. Reading your emotions. Dogs are famously good at reading humans, but some dogs seem exceptionally tuned into your feelings. This emotional intelligence is a major part of what makes some dogs seem so wise beyond their years. They know when you're happy, sad, stressed, or excited, and they often react accordingly. Ever had a rough day and your dog just quietly lays beside you? That's no accident. If you're upset, they might come over and offer comfort. If you're excited, they'll bounce around with you. They feel what you feel, sometimes even before you do. This isn't just about recognizing a happy tone of voice. It's about sensing subtle cues in your body language, facial expressions, and even your scent. Yes, your dog can smell changes in your hormones. They're like four-legged mood detectors. It shows a high level of social intelligence and empathy. They understand that your emotional state matters and affects the environment. And they want to help however they can, just by being close. This ability to connect on an emotional level is one of the most beautiful aspects of living with a dog. Their empathy is raw, honest, and unconditional, something truly rare in the world. So, is your dog a genius? After looking at all these signs, what do you think? Does your dog exhibit some of these behaviors? Maybe you've got a furry philosopher curled up at your feet right now. Maybe they're not solving complex equations, but they're navigating their world with skill, learning from experience and connecting with you on a deep level. And isn't that what true intelligence is all about? Every dog has their own unique strengths and forms of intelligence. Some are problem-solving whizzes, others are emotional support experts, and some are just brilliant at being lovable goofballs. No matter the type of intelligence, each dog brings something extraordinary into our lives. The most important thing isn't whether your dog could pass a Mensa test. It's the bond you share and the joy they bring to your life. And that kind of love? That's smarter than any test could ever measure. But it is pretty cool to recognize those moments when they do something that makes you think, wow, you're actually really smart. Those are the moments that stay with us forever. So celebrate your dog's cleverness, whatever form it takes. Keep engaging their minds with training, puzzles, and new experiences. Their brain, just like ours, needs regular exercise, and they love a good mental challenge. Because a stimulated dog is a happy dog, and a happy dog is the best kind of dog, genius or not. So give them a little extra praise, a fun challenge, and a treat. They've earned it. Thanks for exploring the fascinating world of canine intelligence with me. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment your dog's smartest moment, share with fellow dog lovers, and subscribe for more pawsome content.